shoot, I said that you claim it. It's that Xbox, spin the block, his legs live. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalking, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's the matter with King? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said that you claim?
You already know the time for my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
A light news day today. Something quick, something light, something fun. We're going to get in Stalker 2 releasing inside Game Pass, also Genshin Impact, and what Sony is planning to bring as far as the PlayStation 6. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do. We're going to run it up on these bums. There's a lot of people that don't understand exactly what I mean when I'm talking about these things, but again, this is time, you know, you're probably a first-time console owner and you don't know the history of video games and you don't know how stuff works, you know. But again, I'm not your enemy. I'm not your enemy at all. What I want you to do is I want you to go out and go buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. I want you to go buy one. I want you to go buy games. I want you to go have fun with your games. I want you to go buy Series X and S. I want you to buy a Nintendo Switch. I want you to buy a Steam Deck. I want you to buy a ROG. I want you to buy Oculus. I want you to buy everything. I want you to game where you're gaming at. And I want you to buy TVs and sound systems. And I want you to be part of the ecosystem, opposed to playing Twitter. All right. So again, a lot of you guys have, Cricket. You know, cell phones, you know what providers I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You low IQ dudes, you financially disabled guys. You the guys are more upset with me than anything, and I don't understand you. But what I am going to tell you is I'm going to tell you that we got stuff to talk about, and I want you to be part of the conversation, you low IQ trollabites. How long have you waited to stream your own games? How long have you waited on the Xbox and Microsoft gravy train in order to be able to stream your own games that they said that you will be able to do early on? Stream your own games with Xbox Cloud Gaming that's still in beta. Our mission is to bring more games to more people around the world across devices. We believe gaming should be easy to access and available for all players, no matter what device you choose and play with. That's why we're dedicated to make great games available across consoles, PCs, and gaming with the cloud. Now, within that sentence alone, within that little paragraph alone, within those little words alone, you will have trollabites, low IQ individuals extrapolating different things and trying to come across and tell you that something that they didn't say. Oh, they're getting out of the hardware business. Oh, shut the hell up. What they did tell you was no matter where Game Pass is, that you'll be able to stream all your library. They're future-proofing your library and giving you, how can I say, a reassurance that your library will carry forward no matter where you are. Today, millions of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members are enjoying xCloud Gaming to play top titles from the Xbox Game Pass catalog on various devices. We've also heard your excitement about having more flexibility to stream games you own beyond the Game Pass catalog. Starting today, I'm excited to announce that we're allowing Game Pass Ultimate members to stream select titles that they have through their TVs, their browsers, support devices like smartphone, PC, tablets in all 28 countries where Xbox Cloud Gaming Beta is available. This is just the beginning. Next year, we're excited to bring this feature to the Xbox consoles and Xbox app on Windows. 50 great games available today, with more to come. We're happy to announce that over 50 great games are available now for streaming on our library. Cloud playable titles will continue to grow as we work with their partners. Now, remember when Back-Compat was in its infancy and everybody was complaining, well, why my game isn't available? But the list got more robust and more robust as the time went on. I expect this to be no different. Here's all the games. Like this Balatro is like attacking me. But here, a litany of Final Fantasy games, which is kind of crazy. Final Fantasy online, 14 online, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, Final Fantasy 6, Hades, and go on and go on and go on. Listen, if this is something that you're interested in, cloud gaming and cloud streaming isn't for everyone. But if you do have titles in your library that is outside of the Game Pass library and you do want to continue to play your titles, here's your opportunity. More gaming in more areas with more flexibility is never a bad thing. I want to know your ideas on it. And did they show you your title that you like the most that's available for you to stream on any device outside of the Xbox consoles that you can do at the moment? Well, it seems like Stalker 2 has run into all types of trouble. Man, oh man. What can I say? Well, I can't make no excuses for the company. Whatever game that they put out, I'm going to tell you, listen, I can be a homer all I want when it comes to Xbox, but at the same time, we got a chance to play the game early on. Now, from what I hear, that if you thought you were ready for Stalker 2, you might want to double check because multiple Xbox Series X and X users are reporting a new patch has been rolled out. Yes, they're talking about a completely new one. So following yesterday's update, which was around 139 gigs, this latest update is apparently prompting anyone with the game pre-installed to download a 36 gig update. That's absolutely insane. But Stalker 2 might be setting a new record as it already rolled out a few 100 gig plus downloads and additional patches in between. I want to know what's the total with this game. I really want to know what's the total with this game. Please let me know. I didn't get a chance to play it yet today because I was doing a whole bunch of stuff around the house. And of course, people are going to say, yo, King, yeah, that's convenient that you didn't get a chance to play the game, but that everybody's calling mid. I told you there was a couple of things that they had to fix. And if they didn't fix these things, that this game was going to fall below the bar, right? So I'm not sugarcoating anything. I have to play the game to let you know. I told you what state it was in when we got a chance to play it at Summer Games Fest. I told you what we talked to them about. It was a real good meeting. It was a real good showing. It's a real good demo of playing the game. Now, some people are telling me that it's too dark. They can't see stuff. I didn't have that problem when I was playing the game where I was at. So I have to see. I downloaded it on this Xbox here because this has the most storage. I think I have something like 4 or 5 terabytes of whatchamacallit, of space here. So I downloaded it here. I'm going to probably stream it tomorrow. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. We're going to talk about what's the do's and don'ts. That's my streaming channel on Twitch, King David ILP at Twitch. So again, I told dudes to pump the brakes when it came to Stalker 2 being Game of the Year. I told dudes to pump the brakes with their anticipation of it. It's not exactly what they were thinking, and it's not as bad as you think it is. I was telling people to lower expectations when it came to this game. If you know me, you knew what I was saying. So again, but the scores that I'm saying is like, what, 70 something. So it's like a mid game. I guess that we have to see. I guess dudes is bigging it up to be something like a AAA title. I never thought of it as a AAA title. I thought of it as a AA title, not a AAA title. But you guys let me know. If you got a chance to play Stalker 2, please let me know in the comments below so I can gauge what you guys took away from it. What was your assessment? Have the Stalker 2 and you wanted to see which console is the best for you. Well, here, you can see the difference between performance, quality, and the Series S. That's the Series S. It has one mode. I believe that's 30 frames. That's performance on Xbox. The Series S, the quality on Series S, and the performance. Right, and X. You can see the quality on the Series X and the Series S. I've always told people depending on your display unit, you're going to get the most out of whatever you're going to get out of this on your display unit. This is brought to you courtesy of Pure Xbox. Again, performance 60 frames per second. You can see the difference right there. Performance, quality. I've always told you that the Series S is a capable machine. It's a machine that if that's what you wanted, that's what you was going to get. And I notice on my display unit with HDR that's in front of me right now, it's truly dark. Then I notice with my gaming monitor with the gaming sensibilities in, the colors are way different. All right. So I'm going to tell you, look at your HDR. If you have auto HDR on, maybe it's darkening your display. I've told people before, sometimes you got to disable auto HDR. Seeing performance, you're seeing performance versus quality versus the Series S. I'm a performance dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, but the quality on the Series X is dope too. The Series S, pulls up the rear. It's where you're gaming at financially, so don't hold yourself back. Genshin Impact is live on Xbox right now. Now, I want to know, because dude's been dying for this game for so long. I want to know, what was your run to? Because Game Pass had so many different games launch into the ecosystem recently with Flight Simulator, with Age of Empires, and games of the like, Stalker 2. Did you run and go get Genshin Impact first? Was that your first go-to? What was it? What did you see? What did you pick up? I know a lot of dudes is fighting to get to this game. I'm telling you, from reviewing all my PlayStation 5 Pro games, and streaming them on my Twitch channel. That's King David ILP at Twitch, where I stream daily. With battling my Fortnite addiction, my backlog of games is really crazy. Genshin Impact. Is this what you guys were looking for? I remember at Summer Games Fest, people went nuts when this popped up on the screen. I see the anime flavor to it. I see the appeal of it. My question is, did it live up to you playing the game? Now, I saw the download size was crazy. So again, I will have to put it on this console that's in front of me. It's right here on the floor. It's in front of me. And just to see. So a lot of times I test these games out. I see what everybody's talking about, but I get to play the games that I want to play on my leisure time. Sometimes I'm not streaming. Like right now, I'm playing a lot of Metal Slug. The variants like Metal Slug Tactics and Metal Slug. I forgot the other one, what it's called, but it's like a tower defense type of Metal Slug. And I love what they're doing with that IP. So, a couple of games that I'm playing right now is those games that I'm playing on my leisure in the background while playing Vampire Survivor, being heavily addicted to that game. My games tend to vary. That's why I don't, care about the Game Awards. So today's topics is going to be a little bit light, and I'm going to jump out of this, but we're going to get into it. Listen, leading up to Black Friday, Xbox Series X is $50 off of Walmart. Hurry up and get there. It's $449 right now. Go pick it up. Well, $448. Go make it happen. If that's what you're looking for. Remember, that's the disc version. If you need the disc version, get so. I have a lot of games that's on disc, but not so many that's on my Xbox. For some reason, I trust that ecosystem a whole lot more than I trust the PlayStation ecosystem. But earlier on my 360, I have probably over 500 titles, and that's upstairs, and they're taking up so much space. But it is what it is. I still have a 360 upstairs as well. But listen, man, enough about me. It's all about you. Go save that money. before Black Friday. Hopefully you can get a Series X. See, I got my Series X, the refurbished one that I got down here, for $330 shipped from Microsoft. Bro, I jumped on that deal as soon as it popped up. So if you see deals like that, you can't pass them up. Never. I got to remind people, being in talks with somebody to purchase things and actually purchasing things is two different things. Being in research and development to make things and actually releasing things is two different things. Today, on Xbox Frontline News, we will delve deep into best laid plans that never panned out. So, for all you ponies, I want you to strap in, grab yourself by your bootstraps, and understand this isn't the first time that your broke ass has been trying to purchase things without the funds. Now, what you have in front of you is Sony and Paramount. You remember, Sony didn't have money, but a little known company named Apollo did. And they were leveraging Apollo's finances in order to purchase Paramount. Well, what happened was Paramount was like, hey, who has the bread? Sony was like, my mans and them. Apollo said, cool, I got the cash, but I want to know what I get out of the deal. And Sony gave them a detailed description of what they was going to get out of it. Sony thought that there was a player from the Himalayas. Sony thought this was 86, and they was going to run it up on them bums. Well, Apollo said, your broke ass needs to kick rocks. And Apollo left them high and dry. Sony did not purchase Paramount because what Sony really wants right now, outside of video games, is more IPs that has stuff to do with videos, manga, anime, and movies. Not games.
And the fact that you still stand here and you want to still do this just blows my mind. I don't get it. You can't beat me, Jay. Lil Jay, you can't beat me. And I want to know what's going through your mind right now because I don't understand the fact that you actually think that you can beat me.
I know the history of 3DO, Panasonic 3DO, and the Panasonic M2 consoles.
The 3DO was a home video game console released in 1993 by the 3DO company under a unique business model where the hardware was made by various manufacturers, including Panasonic. The goal was to create a high-quality gaming experience, but the console's high price and competition led to modest success. Its software library boasted some groundbreaking titles, but it ultimately couldn't compete with other consoles. The Panasonic M2 was supposed to be its successor, but it never made it to market as a console. It was developed in the mid-90s and was praised for its advanced graphics capabilities, but shifting market conditions and the emergence of new competitors led to its cancellation as a standalone console. Instead, some of its technologies found their way into other platforms and applications. What sparked your interest in these?
Well, Sony right now is talking about making a PlayStation 6. And I'm trying to tell people research and development is not the same thing as production and manufacturing. And there are many consoles in the past that never made it to fruition.
Very true. Research and development is all about exploring what's possible, testing new ideas, pushing technological boundaries, and experimenting with features. But not every concept or prototype makes it to the production line. And even those that do might not necessarily reach shelves. It's the nature of the industry. Part of the excitement, really. Some ideas just stick to the drawing board, and others evolve into unexpected successes or twists in the story. Any other consoles you're curious about?
What other consoles were in the research and development phase that never made it to market?
One notable example is Sega's Neptune, which was supposed to be a more affordable version of the Sega 32X add-on for the Genesis Mega Drive. Combining the Genesis and the 32X into a standalone console, it aimed to simplify things for gamers. But with the Saturn on the horizon, Sega scrapped the Neptune to focus on its next-gen console. Atari's Falcon 03040 was another scrapped console, designed as a follow-up to the Jaguar. It promised improved graphics and processing power, but Atari's financial struggles and the Jaguar's lackluster performance led to its demise before it could see the light of day. Ever heard of Nintendo's 64DD? It's a bit of a different case, as it did make it to market, but only in Japan and in very limited quantities. This add-on for the Nintendo 64 was meant to expand the console's capabilities with disk-based storage, but due to poor sales and lack of developer interest, it never got a wide release. Pretty wild, huh?
That's kind of crazy. And all I can say is, I know there are more consoles in the mix that never made it to market. Do you know any more consoles that were in development and research that never made it to market outside of the ones that you just noted?
You've got it. There are indeed more tales of consoles that never quite made it off the drawing board. One infamous one is the Virtual Boy, a 1995 Nintendo console designed for 3D gaming. While technically released, its sales were so poor and its reception so negative that it was discontinued within a year, making it more of a cautionary tale than an established product. Another example is Microsoft's Xbox Neptune, which was allegedly a project meant to merge the original Xbox with Xbox Live functionality, but it was scrapped in favor of pushing those features into the upcoming Xbox 360. Then there's the Konix Multisystem, a British console slated for the late 80s that promised innovative features like motion controls and unique transforming controller. Financial issues meant it never reached consumers, but its concepts were ahead of their time. These stories highlight how the gaming industry's innovation often involves a bit of trial and error, a lot of creative risks and bold ideas, some of which become legends, while others remain whispers in gaming lore. Any specific console or era you're curious about?
Well, I do want to know, has there been any Sony, like PlayStation variants that never made it to market that they were thinking about?
Certainly. There was PlayStation Super Slim, a concept rumored to be even more compact than the existing Slim models, but it never materialized beyond the drawing board. Then there was the PSX, a multimedia device that combined a PlayStation 2 with a DVR. While it did see a limited release in Japan, it never made it to other markets due to its high price and niche appeal. Another, more recent example is the PlayStation Vita 3000, rumored to be a new iteration of Sony's handheld, but it never saw the light of day. It's common for companies to explore various iterations and concepts, but not all make it to the production stage, often due to shifting market demands or strategic pivots. These behind-the-scenes decisions are fascinating, showing how innovation sometimes means knowing when to hold back as much as when to push forward.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So I would like to thank everyone that was involved with this negotiation.
You know, it's crazy when the king got a call on Chat GPT in order to, well, that wasn't even Chat GPT, it was Copilot, to have a conversation with you guys, to teach you guys, to let you guys know. Research and development is different from manufacturing and production. There will always be research and development. The PlayStation 6 is not slated to release until 2030. Hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do it over here. We're going to run it up on these bumps. I believe in technology, and I also believe in what the market dictates. The market dictates to me that the PlayStation brand will go into a different direction by that time. Gaming itself will be in a whole different trajectory. The way we monetize social media and we look at social media will be in a whole different stratosphere. We're constantly moving and changing as a society. So to believe that something is set in place and will make that date in 2030 is asinine. But again, you low IQ trilobyites won't ever understand you, Cro-Magnon man. I'm trying to explain to you to enjoy yourself, enjoy your things now. Stop worrying about tomorrow. If I put any angst in your chest telling you about the hashtag no PlayStation 6, you know how we do. You guys should actually start to reevaluate your life. When people constantly tell Xbox dudes that Xbox is dead, Xbox is not going to make it, and we look at you guys and we say, shut the hell up. Xbox is doing good. Tell my Xbox stop working, shut up. You got to develop a thick skin. Pause. What I see right now is dudes too busy worrying about tomorrow and not worrying about today. Worry about today. Today is what matters. And I actually want you to be active when it comes to this, right? Start worrying about today. But Stalker 2, man, from all the negative stuff that I've heard about it, I mean, like, come on, what's going on? And then for Flight Simulator to launch, and then it has a queue. I saw a fun speculation yesterday, and I was going to watch Mav playing it while I was eating. But he was playing another shooter game or whatever, so I was going to text him and say what happened. But then I hit Reddit, and Reddit was saying that they was having queue issues. Who would have known that they were having queue issues to get into Flight Simulator? I think we need to know more about what happened there when it came to Flight Simulator launching, being able to play inside Game Pass and stuff like that. Game Pass is putting so many eyes on a particular title. You may not have this server readiness in order to facilitate optimum game performance playing throughout, for everybody. You got to really start to think about these things. That I noticed that Xbox is doing something different. Now, I'm going to have a bonus segment at the end because something did pop up that I do have to talk about. And that bonus segment is where Xbox and Microsoft is going in the future. They're on a whole different trajectory. Now, I know this is not the norm. So this video is going to play. And then at the end, there's going to be a bonus content. Now, I was going to hold that bonus content over for my members. And I'm going to start just dropping members only bonus content because I think that is necessary. But this bonus content is so extreme that you guys really need to see it. But this is the part in the video where I'm going to tell you to like, follow, and subscribe. And if you've seen anything in this video that you like, that you understood, that you said, hey, King has given us some education, some background, some knowledge, some foresight into going forward, then hey, hit that subscribe. Take my invitation to become a member. Members is the lifeblood of this channel. Without you, I die. We're not here, right? I got that from ACG. I was watching ACG video on Stalker. I highly recommend you guys to go watch ACG's, that's Angry Centaur Gaming, on Stalker 2. His stuff is really good. Like his reviews is really concise, really good. He has a great script. He has a great read-through, great playthrough. His stuff is really good. So go check out ACG over there. Tell him the King sent you because ACG is a friend of the family and we actually love him. So with that said, I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Fight Night Friday because I saw K Mega said something back. Your man King Thrash said something and Hip Hop said something. So hands is available. These hands is rated E for everyone. So, yo, with that being said, I'm going to tell you, try to play the Game Pass. I want you guys to actually take a peek into the future and see exactly what Microsoft is working on. What is going to be available for the public. This Windows 365 link is going to be the next step in the Xbox Microsoft ecosystem. Do you see? Everything delivered from the cloud. That little box right there. This thing is optimized for conferencing, everything. You got to understand exactly what this little thing is. It's an insane little device that is a PC that is linked up to everything. They got AMD and NVIDIA to work together to bring you this device. This device is going to be something that is going to transcend where we are. I try to explain to people that Xbox is at the cutting edge of everything. Boy, you just don't understand. I've been explaining to people for a long period of time where Xbox and where everyone is, you know, when it comes to these things. These things is it's next level gaming. This next level Windows. Everybody tries to figure out where technology is going to lead us. When I tell you hashtag no PlayStation 6, when I tell you that Xbox is breaking outside of the box, it's because devices like this is the forefront and is at a magnitude that is thresholds above anything that we have conceived. They are leveraging the Azure cloud in order to bring forth a level of fidelity which is unmatched. Now, let me get to this one post here. All right. Okay, Microsoft convinced AMD and NVIDIA to build a CPU with extraordinary features built into it. It'll never go on sale. This device, here, I'm going to show you right now what I'm talking about. Okay, so, stupid text radar. Microsoft has convinced AMD and NVIDIA to build a CPU with extraordinary features that will never go on sale. The 4th gen NV64H has 96 cores and uses Infinity Band technology. Built exclusively for Microsoft Azure cloud processors, the processor is set to deliver jaw-dropping performance. Microsoft unveiled a custom design by AMD CPU available only on Azure. It utilizes ultra-fast HBM memory, and NVIDIA InfiniBand technology has also been used. Listen, when I tell you I sit on information, pause. I don't bring information to the forefront for fear of mass hysteria, to be honest with you. You guys really have to understand that at a whole different level. I will expound upon this on tomorrow's video. But when everyone thinks that the Azure cloud system has reached its peak, that they have Series S's that's in the server blade, or Series X's, once this thing reaches full production, it's going to the server blades. When I tell you that Xbox told you that the next generation of the Xbox cloud system and the Xbox console is going to be light years ahead of anything that you've ever seen, this is the reason why they're able to make those bold proclamations. 2026, it's time to run it up on these bums. The next generation and hashtag no PlayStation 6 is real. Microsoft is going to corner the whole cloud gaming technology scene with this level and jump ahead. To have two titans that are competitive work together to bring you this, oh boy. And that's not even talking about the intel information that I have of them working with Microsoft.
You are done. Fired. Do not show your face at the laundry again.